What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the Lumios Post, where we talk about all things Pokemon, and today we will be talking about my team for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The only thing more important to me than a new generation of Pokemon is the team that I will be using in that new generation. Now, there actually is something more important than that, though, and that is your team. So be sure to let me know that in the comments below before we begin. Alright, now let's get into it. So obviously there's going to be spoilers here, so keep that in mind, because, you know, if you don't want spoilers, you shouldn't watch this. Pretty simple. Anywho, so for my starter, I am going to be picking Fuecoco. But I'm going to be working my tail off to get a Quaxly. I will hope for it in a Wonder Trade, or hopefully I can find someone who's got one that they want to give me an egg of. So, you know, just fingers crossed. But Fuecoco and Quaxly will be the two starters I'm using. I don't really care to use Sprigatito. Just not my style. But, anywho, we're also going to be using Wattrel. I love this Pokemon. I love its evolution, Kilowattrel. It gives me like Swellow vibes, and Swellow is such a good Pokemon. So I am very excited to use this thing. I will also be using Cyclizar. I figured, you know, I want a dragon on my team, and I also really like Cyclizar because obviously he has some similarities to Koraidon and Miraidon. So I feel like he's kind of intended to be like a mascot for this region, in the same way that, say, Alolan Exeggutor is a mascot for the Alola region. I feel that Cyclizar is for the Paldea region. So I feel like this is just a really, really good time to use Cyclizar. Like, I feel like there's no other game, remake, or whatever that I will feel more happy with using Cyclizar. So I want to use him here. Then I will be also using what is probably, honestly, my favorite design from this generation, having seen all the Pokemon at this point, and that is Titan. I am super excited for this thing. I love him. He is such a boss. Like I said, I love him. He's such a cool Pokemon. Citadel is very, very cute. I'm so excited to get my hands on these. Now, then we have my final member. Well, kind of. There's a twist, but you'll see it in a moment. And that is for Primeape. I want to use an Annihilape. I think that thing is so cool looking. I'm so happy they gave Primeape an evolution. I've loved Primeape ever since watching Ash get one that was hard to control, and have been wanting to get one that can actually be viable competitively. And now with this evolution, seems like the Primeape line has a shot. So that is my main 6 team, but you may know that these games announced that they will be doing like 3 paths in it. So there's the Gym Challenge, the Victory Road is what they're calling it, the Path of Legends, which is like Titans, and then Starfall Street, which is kind of how they're incorporating the villain team into the game. So I decided that for these games, I wanted to use 2 teams. I wanted to have a team that I'm taking on Victory Road with, and a team that I'm taking on the Path of Legends, so the Titan battles with. Then I will kind of use a mix of both when I'm taking on Starfall Street. So the team that I just read to you, that's kind of my main team, going to be in the party most of the time, and is going to be the team I'm taking on the gyms and eventually the champion with. Or whatever the final boss is. I actually don't know how this game's going to work with that, so that was not a story spoiler. But whatever the final boss is, that's how I'm going to do it. There's some kind of champion assessment. We know that from official sources. This is the team I'll be taking it on with. But for my Titans team, there are 5 Titans, so I am going to be using 5 Pokemon. But then I thought, well, you know what? I'm using 5. May as well call it an even 6. So I decided I will be using 6 Pokemon. And of those, that will be Flamigo, because I love this Pokemon. I'm so happy we finally got a Flamingo Pokemon. Dunsparce, which is Dunsparce's new evolution, because you just gotta use that, right? I mean, Dunsparce finally got an evolution. I gotta put it on my team. Then I will be also using Cloth, because I love crabs. They're actually my favorite animal, fun fact. And also, I love crab Pokemon, Kingler, Crawdon, and welcome to the family, Cloth. I love him so much. Then I will be using Low Kicks. I think this is a really cool Pokemon, and I haven't used a bug type in a really long time in a playthrough. I think the last time I used a bug type was Leavanny and Unova. No, I used a Vivian too, but even still, that was in 2013, so that was almost 10 years ago. That's a long time. So Low Kicks is 100% going on the team. Now, next up, I'll be using a Tatsugiri. I think this Pokemon is so cute, and I love him to death. I love him. I will also be using an Armarouge. I'm picking Pokemon Scarlet, and I love both Armarouge and Ceruledge. I do think I like Armarouge a little bit more, but getting a Charcadet and evolving into Armarouge just makes sense. That way I have kind of a fire type on my Team B, as I'm calling it. And I'm just super excited to use this guy. Excited to see if he lives up to the hype that was behind him and Ceruledge. Now, those are my two teams. Like I said, Team A, that's the first one, Fuecoco, Quaxley, Cyclizar, Wattrel, Satitan, and Annihilate, I will be using in the Gym Challenge, whereas with Team B, which of course is Armarouge, Dunsparce, Flamigo, Cloth, Tatsugiri, and Low Kicks, I will be using in the Path of Legends. Then I'll be kind of combining both to take on Starfall Street, and in the finals, I will be, whatever that may entail, I will be using my Team A. Be sure, again, to let me know what your teams are in the comments below. Be sure to also like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you do not miss all of our future Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. Guys, we're in it now. Like, we're here. The Scarlet and Violet videos are just coming out now. The game's out. It's no longer pre-release. It's post-release. This is a pre-record video. I'm in the other room playing Scarlet and Violet. I want to talk to you guys right now. Playing Scarlet and Violet. You understand. Until next time, I will see all of you later.